We're Bryce Suck 21.
Yes, we are.
I'm Spencer.
And I'm Daniel.
Here we are with the Ricky Gervais Show, Series 3, Episode 7. This one's entitled Law and Order.
Or is it?
Dum dum.
Yeah, dum dum.
Bugs.
Bugs. Yep, that's all it is. But I'm here for it, man.
Let's dive in, man.
Let's do it, man.
3, 2, 1.
So, Carl, Law and Order.
Not that interested in it, to be honest.
What do you mean?
I've got no interest in Law and Order whatsoever. It's not part of my life. That's the problem. You keep picking topics that don't buzz me.
Of course they do.
They don't.
Well, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
You're a man quite obsessed with Law and Order. Law and Order is basically to protect the innocent, isn't it? When someone wrongs us, we want justice. It's fundamental. And you do. You were sitting in your old flat in London, phoning me every day that you wanted to go downstairs and smack their heads in for being late and shouting around and being drunk, and you could hear it. You wanted some justice.
Yeah, but nothing would have happened if I'd called someone up and said there's people doing noise pollution.
But you are concerned with Law and Order.
No,
you
but there's
wanted
no
your
point.
rights, and you ended up moving.
Yeah,
So
but I shouldn't have to move because of some noisy people.
no, you.
Yeah. Actual Law and Order, not the show with Mariska Hargitay and Christopher Maloney.
Oh my God. No, I just, oh man, it's so nerve-wracking. Like, before we moved to where we're at now, we lived in a couple apartments. Mm-hmm. You know, we moved into a couple apartments, and those are the first night is like, first week is like nerve-wracking because you don't know who your neighbors are. You don't know. It could look nice, be beautiful. When they show it, it's usually in the middle of the day where no one's home around the units. So it's a lot quieter. You don't know until you spend a week there. And then you're just fingers crossed. You're like, oh my God, I hope the neighbors aren't jackalopes. Mm-hmm. You know?
Causing a ruckus.
Yeah, and above you too.
Oh, that's the worst.
That's the worst. Because you can't even blame the upstairs neighbors for causing a ruckus because they're just living life.
Yeah.
It's just shitty architecture, shitty soundproofing. Like, and that's something no one ever takes into account when they pick a new apartment. Yeah. You know?
Or they can't afford to take it into account. They just have to take the first thing available.
Yep, that's true too. And so you never know who your neighbors are. So that's a tough spot to be in. Yeah. Because I'll tell you what.
But I'm saying, you were
no one cares.
It grows on you. It whittles you down.
Yeah.
Like, it whittles you down. Like, that's why when we lived close to Meriwether Post Pavilion, we lived on the top floor. And I was like, that was the best. That was the best. No one could make noise above us. But
that's awesome.
Anyway,
and I guess you also got free concerts too.
No, because that was during lockdown.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I was during lockdown. So that's what we thought when we moved there. Like, oh my God, free concerts. Yes, every freaking weekend. Nope. We lived in the most exciting place at the worst time.
God, that would be your luck.
It would be.
Oh my God, I feel bad for you, man.
Yeah,
man. Oh my God.
Your rights, and you ended up moving.
Yeah, so I shouldn't have to move because of some noisy people.
No, you shouldn't. But I'm saying you were stressed.
No one cares, though.
And you wanted justice, but you thought you couldn't get justice, so you moved away.
Yeah, so I dealt with it in my way.
Yeah.
I hated them.
Right.
Because they didn't care about anyone else.
Exactly.
But the police wouldn't get involved. There's other people who live around there who had to put up with it. No one cared.
So what did it feel like every night when you were trying to watch telly and it's hot and you got the window open, or?
No, you could just hear stuff, and you know, it's that thing of, you get a lot of tourists in London, so they're talking. It's not even as if you can listen in to what they're saying and have a view on their opinion because they're foreign.
Would that be entertaining for you?
Well, yeah, because if you can hear what people are saying, you go, oh, yeah, that's a
switch the telly off. That's a good point.
There's
I don't want to hear anyone talking. But isn't it your own fault for living in central London?
Well, not really, because it wasn't always like that. I'd been there years, and then all of a sudden, you know, good fellas turn up. They sat down there making a racket. What can you say to them? You call down, they can't hear the phone ringing.
Even the sounds of the birds annoy this man. Good God, Carl.
He will never ever be happy. He'll never find happiness.
And maybe that's what makes him happy.
Is just being,
unhappy. His moaning. Yeah. I mean, that's ridiculous, though. I go on vacation in Slaughter. Like, where do you go, bro? Where do you go?
Nowhere.
Yes. Yeah.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
You stay in your house.
Even when we watched him on Idiot Abroad, like, he didn't go to these unplugged places. He went to, like, bustling metropolises. You know?
Right.
Like, of course it's going to be noisy there. Of course. Of course it is. It's ridiculous. The birds are louder. Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm glad we checked out the moaning of life, because there were some good parts about that. Yeah. We finally saw little bits of Carl happiness.
Yeah, we did. It was like, if you compiled all the times where he laughed or smiled, it might have been a 3-minute compilation. Like, might have been. If you included, like, Idiot Abroad and Moaning of Life, it might have been 3 minutes.
Maybe, man.
I'm saying.
Exactly, yeah. You can never...
So that's why
I like the idea that your eyes are closing when you... Oh, I was watching that.
Yeah,
what are you doing, eyes?
Have your eyes ever closed something that you're going...
No, they normally get it right.
Your eyes aren't making any decisions. You're making decisions. You turn away because you don't like seeing something. You don't turn away, and then you're going... What was that? And your eyes going, you don't want to know.
I'm just saying anyway.
Lovely pair of tits here.
I just mean noise pollution. It's the one thing you can't escape.
But the thing about law and order is you don't have to take it. You can combat being wronged. It's not just punishment or retribution. It's justice. You want to know that you're valued.
This is a big issue, isn't it, Rick? Is one life more important than another? If you've transgressed in a terrible way, you've murdered or raped, whatever, and I say I'm going to put you to death.
Well, this is an interesting argument, isn't it? Whether capital punishment. I don't agree with execution.
Carl, where do you stand on the tricky issue of capital punishment? You've given it some serious thought, I imagine.
So what, you asking me, like, should he be on death row?
Well, should someone flip the switch, send him to his death in the electric chair?
Yeah.
Simple as that. Least considered.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a little bit of flicker behind the eyes. I don't know what. Well, just take us through the mental process that you arrived at the yes with there. So I remember that because there was quite a brief gap there.
I just was thinking, it's not a nice job if you work in there and you've got to flick the switch.
Right.
But I was wondering if it's possible to just do it so it's linked up to someone's switch.
What do you mean?
When they put the lights on or something. So it's like sometime tonight when the sun goes down and people start putting the lights on in their house, it could happen. But we don't know what household. They might be away on holiday. So you might get an extra 2 weeks. At least that way. Because for me...
my point is, you do agree that someone should be put to death for a terrible crime, do you?
You've got to have something there to stop them people who don't care, haven't you? Nature's done it in a way with bees. They've gone, we'll give you a weapon, but if you use it, you die. And that's like the bee. So they're worried they're going to go, I'm not going to do it.
We do, won't we? We have people saying, one, you can't do that. That's step one. Here's the law. Don't do it.
But there's a lot of people who go, I'm not bothered about the law. I'm not bothered about annoying people.
Yeah, that's
true. So
true.
for them, at the end of the scale, you've got the chair and you stick the wires on their head and we'll fry your head. And they go, oh God, I don't want that.
I think a lot of those crimes, the deterrent isn't relevant. You know, things like armed robbery, maybe, where it's a risk. What can I get versus what my crime? Maybe then it might be a deterrent. But then, of course, if you start to get a capital punishment for crimes that aren't murdering someone, then that thing brings in you might as well murder them, because then you've got more chance of getting away with it. So it's very delicate what you make people be killed for.
You've made an interesting and reasoned argument there, Rick. I'm looking forward to hearing the riposte.
Right. When I was younger, I used to nick Mars bars.
Okay.
Right. Now, I did that then, and I knew that even if I get caught, what's the worst that's going to happen?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to prison over that. But it was worth nicking because the Mars bar, they were like 45 pence.
Sure.
A Mars bar was a proper treat. There's a lot going on in there. A lot of chocolate, a lot of caramel.
Yeah.
Like I say, 45 pence.
Yeah.
So, to me...
That was like an advert that went wrong just to the end. They started off good. They go, this guy's good. He's, you go there. Mars bar, there's a lot in it. It's like, oh, good, keep going. Yeah, it's got caramel. It's like, yeah. But it's 45 pence, which is too fucking much, so fucking nick it, you got.
When I was younger, that was worth a risk. Because I knew that I'd be getting something worth 45 pence for free.
You weren't going to get the electric
and I
chair.
wasn't going to get done. So the stakes were high, the risk were low.
You mean the stakes were high? The
What?
risks were low?
I think you were just trying to sound cool.
The stakes
What?
weren't high. The stakes are what can happen to you, and the risk. The stakes and the risk are the same. The risk
Yeah.
is the stake, okay? Yeah, unless you're nicking meat from a butcher's, then the stakes are high and the risk is low. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but what you meant was
It was
the
worth a
gain was
risk.
high.
The game was high.
Yeah,
The game was high.
Yeah, the risk was low.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't, was it? Because 45p isn't a lot unless you're
It
a
is
kid.
when you're a kid. Most of the time, I didn't want to say which shop it was that I nicked it from, but it's where I did my paper round. Now the thing is,
So you're nicking from your own boss.
listen, I used to wake him
Oh,
up.
that
I helped
is
him run.
terrible.
No, because I.
That is terrible.
This is awful.
That
Go
is-
on, hang on. I
that
want to
is
hear.
really
I want to hear him
bad.
rationalise his
Because that
terrible
sweet
crime.
old man who used to give.
He's not an old man. I used to go around and
Sweet
wake him
little
up.
old man.
Right, he hated running that place.
Right.
If anything, I'd say I was his best asset.
Well, not really.
Yeah,
Because I
You
don't know
were
what.
nicking from him. You were
Yeah,
thieving from him.
I don't know how
Business.
much he made on papers, but he'd probably go 45p profit. Hold on.
They got their papers really early because I got up early.
Yeah.
I used to go round to the
Well, you know,
shop at
miles a
4:30.
day helps you work, rest, and steal.
So I used to go around there, wake him up. He'd be like, "What are you doing round here so early?"
Don't know. I'm just hungry. What? I'm just hungry for work.
No.
Oh well, good boy. Pip. I'm just going to turn away a minute.
Yeah.
While you stand there in front of the confectionery. I'll turn away now, and I've looked back now, and here's the papers. And thanks so much, Carl, because you're a lovely
He's like
kid.
an honourable and trustworthy
Yeah, I can't
guy.
really afford to.
I've been betrayed so many times. That's why
Yeah.
my lovely wife's not with me. You know, she ran off with Ken.
Yeah, but, I mean, at least I've got a friend.
At least
I
you've
love-
got one young
You turn
friend.
up early. Oh God, it's brilliant. Oh, and Carl, keep a lookout because
Someone's been nicking Mars.
I trust you, doesn't he? And by the way, Carl, why don't you take a Mars bar for free? Oh, thanks.
Well, that never happened.
All right.
So I'm getting 50 pence a day for delivering papers, but I needed the energy.
Right.
Now, if I spent my 50p on a Mars bar,
Yeah.
5p profit a day, it's not worth it.
No.
So help yourself. I knew I was doing a good job. For them.
No. Oh God.
Oh wow. The way Carl is rationalizing all of this in his mind is just like and the transition from, death row to stealing a Mars bar. Evil Knievel couldn't make that leap.
I can't even follow. Like I don't know, man. It's I know it's like a very interesting topic but I see what he's trying to say, right? I get what he's trying to say in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
But why do you bring candy bars and not even petty theft? Like it's less than petty theft.
Yeah.
It's something that like babies do. Like it's so funny because I always, when I go to the grocery store, I always have to make sure Alexander doesn't because it's not like he doesn't understand the concept of like stealing, but he'll grab something he wants because he wants it, and I won't know, right?
Right.
Because I'm not hovering over him. I have stuff to do.
Mhm.
So whenever he grabs, I have to make sure his hands are empty when we leave the store. You know, but it's just one of those things, man. It's just I love where he just hurdles. He makes this massive hurdle to try to connect death. I love his idea though, the random switch that kills the person. I love that idea. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, like a remote thing. Like
Yeah, just a lottery. Whoever, whatever household it is, generates enough electricity to kill said inmate. Like,
yeah. And whichever house is chosen wins the publisher's clearinghouse. How about that?
The anticipation would be punishment enough Because it could happen, it could not happen.
Yeah, it's like playing Russian roulette. You never know what's gonna happen.
That would be punishment enough. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But good old Carl.
Every time we don't think he can be more Carl, he becomes more Carl.
Yes, he does. 100%. It's just, oh man. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, sew up yourself. That doesn't follow. Sew up yourself. Get another job, leave that job, negotiate a pay rise. Not out myself. That doesn't go. That's ridiculous. Where does it stop? If you worked in a nuclear power plant, they're not paying me much. Have a look at your bit of uranium.
A lovely little bit of uranium.
Yeah. I do.
That's a strange
Help yourself.
analogy, Rick.
Help yourself.
Some left straight from a bloke nicking stuff from work. So he works in a power plant, he's having himself a bit of uranium. What's he doing with the uranium?
You know, Mars a day and all that, and that's for energy, and so's uranium. But more energy than a Mars plant.
Okay.
Man.
Someone smart in the comments, please. If you were gifted some uranium, what would you do with it?
No, don't say that. Do not type that out, anyone.
Don't type that out.
Don't type that out. You don't know who's watching.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You might end up on a list somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll blame that on not having enough coffee right now.
Yes. Well, Doc Brown always needs some.
Yeah.
Was that plutonium? I forgot.
Yeah, it's plutonium. You can't just walk into a store and buy plutonium. That's
I love that.
The worst ever Marty McFly.
I love that though. It's like, I'm sure in the future it's just available on all shelves. Like, I love Back to the Future, man. It's weird, but I loved it.
Yeah, and I've actually seen it.
Hey, that's one less movie you have to see.
Yes. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of the laws of the land are from the Bible. I mean, that kicked it off. I mean, there was laws before, obviously, and there were different gods before this one was invented. But let's have a look at the Ten Commandments.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm just going to go through. I'm just going to go down these, see which ones I commit. Thou shalt have no other god. I don't have any god, so I haven't broken that one. 2, graven images. No, I don't have any graven. No, I don't accept there's a god. 3, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord. Again, I don't take his name in vain because I don't believe he exists, so I'm fine there. Remember the Sabbath. I always remember Sunday. I know I've got a calendar and everything, so I haven't done it now. Honor thy father. Yeah, I do that. Never commit adultery. Don't do that.
Ever killed anyone?
No, never killed anyone. Don't steal. I don't lie, and I don't covet. So I am an amazing Christian.
Pretty clear. Yeah, you're a pretty clean guy.
Wow. There you go.
Well, whereas I don't know, Carl, have you ever? What's your view?
Have you ever killed anyone?
Still open like post. That isn't for me.
Why would you ask Carl this? This is the last thing you want.
Man.
Makes me think of the Carlin bit where he basically took the 10 Commandments and condensed it down to 2.
To 2.
Yeah, what was it? Thou shalt always be honest and faithful, especially to the provider of thy nookie, and thou shalt try really hard not to kill anybody unless they believe in a different invisible man. I think that's what it was.
Fair enough. Those are that's the abridged version.
Yes. Let's see what Carl says, though.
Oh my God, I can't wait. About bugs.
Yes.
Why do you open other people's mail?
But he's just a fella called Bruce who he's the bloke who used to own the flat before me, and I don't know. I started off and I thought, oh, should I pass it on? You know, because when people move, it's a lot of messing about tracking down where they've gone. So I thought, should I just leave them for a bit? And I collected some for a bit, and then there was one that sort of said, "This is important" on the front of it. So I thought, how important is it? So I opened it.
What was it? Was it important?
Not really. It was from a tattooist.
What did they say?
It was just something
They
about.
said, "Oh, we used the AIDS needle on you. Can you come in for a little test?"
So I just started. I just kind of thought, I'll start opening it, having a look, and it was weird because, do you know like how you get fed up of being yourself?
No. But go on.
What?
Of course.
No, you can just have days where you're like, what
I wish I
was
was
going
Brad
on.
Pitt, yeah.
Well, you know, and
Bruce Willis in your case, isn't it?
Well, this bloke was Bruce, so I just go, oh, let's see what, you know, if I was Bruce,
Yeah.
would I be happier being him? Do you know, like I've said to you before, you never know if you don't feel well because they can't put you in someone else's body to sort of compare.
What?
So I think, well,
What?
You don't know if you're well until you're in somebody else's body. What? I don't get it.
So confused. I guess that's his mantra growing up. Fair enough. That's wild.
That's Carl in a nutshell for you.
Do you feel sick? I don't know until I'm in someone else's body. Okay, fair enough, Carl. I'm just gonna go live my Monday. Like I don't have time for this. Like I don't have time for this. Oh,
that, by the way, can be interpreted in a couple of different ways.
100%. 100%. I just
would I enjoy being?
Yeah, it's just Carl. I had to get that out before.
It's tough.
Yeah. I was about to hit play, but I was like, I needed to just go.
Just breathe. I mean, we're performing mental gymnastics every time we do a Ricky Gervais show.
Yeah, that's why we take so long to get to them.
It's just like it's a workout.
We need a good 2 swimming weeks to just reset our minds after this shit.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
In Bruce more.
Sure.
And what have you gleaned from Bruce? He's got a tattoo. We know that.
There wasn't that much. It was mainly busy at Christmas. A lot of Christmas cards, which were good because I didn't get that many.
Yeah.
So you put up these Christmas cards.
What, you had Christmas cards hanging in your flat to have a lovely Christmas, Bruce? Auntie Jean. That's crazy.
Well, hang on a minute, because when you put them on your mantelpiece or your shelf or whatever, you're not looking at them every day. It's just a picture of Father Christmas.
Bruce.
It doesn't matter who it's to or from.
But why have them up at all?
Why not just buy some
make it a
blank?
bit Christmassy.
You can just buy some blank cards and put them up.
Use them every
No,
year.
I don't have to. Bruce has got a lot of friends. It was more awkward, right? Because the bloke downstairs, because I used to always collect the stuff for Bruce, I got talking to a bloke who's in the same block, and like he used to see me picking stuff up for Bruce. He'd always say, all right, Bruce.
No.
You've never told him that you're not Bruce.
Well, no point.
Fair enough.
I mean, he wanted to be somebody else for a little bit. Right there, he got his wish.
Yeah, he's Bruce to this guy. All right,
Yeah.
Bruce. All right, cool, man. There you go.
Oh, man.
Ah, man.
I have a fascinating tale to tell you, Carl. I think you'll be intrigued. When I do junkets for films in America, I was assigned a security, and I've had security before. I often have security. They just sort of get you in and out of the car, and usually just to control sort of autograph hunters and things. But this time I was given a security, and he came in a suit. He looks about 30. He looked quite unassuming. I thought he was from just a security firm. It turned out that he was actually LAPD, who was doing this for celebrities because he earned more money. And then I found out he had a gun. He said, I can't come in the airport with you, I can't take my gun. So he's armed. So I've got a security who's an LAPD who's armed, and I'm fascinated. Now I'm fascinated. This man is walking around with me with a little earpiece, talking to everyone. He seems to know everyone, and he's got a gun. Then one night he said, he dropped me off at the hotel, and he said, I've actually been called, I've got to go on a mission. They need my help. I said, really, what is it? He said, it's a hostage situation. He said, and I'm also SWAT. And I was thinking, oh God, it's just a silent hero. So the next day he comes, I said, how was it? He said, it was fine. He said, I just turned up. He said, I had to do it in my suit. He said, because I'm the negotiator.
What?
What?
So I went, oh my God. And I just asked him questions for 2 hours. What do you think of that, Carl, as a job? It's amazing.
Yeah. Wow. You never know who is in your circle, man.
Nope.
Like,
Nope.
I could assume like having a gun, because that's a completely different culture, is like fascinating for a Brit.
Yeah.
Any Brit, any.
Yep.
So, this is.
It's
wow.
I definitely see that like shock. It's it's just because we've grown up with guns our whole life.
Right,
like,
right.
as a nation.
Right, it's normal to us.
It's normal, right? So it's just so like out of this world to see someone's true reaction to that. It's like, why do you have it? What do you do with it? Do you like no, it's crazy, and you never know who's with you on a security detail. And I'm assuming that he's probably had armed security way before this one guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's just they don't say it. They don't come out and say, "Hey, man, I'm armed." Why would you ever say that? You don't ever say that.
No, no, you never say that.
No, but it's just interesting. Ricky's like actual fascination about it.
Yeah, yeah, and then you find out he's SWAT, and
yeah, like okay,
and he's a hostage negotiator.
No, he's in good hands. He's in good hands.
Yeah. He'll never be any bad situation.
No,
isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, once you've done one, though, it's like any job, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh,
Once you've done one.
Yeah,
Not
What?
impressed.
boring. Yeah.
No, it's good.
Could you
and,
do it? Do you reckon you could do it? Do you reckon you could negotiate someone out of a hostage situation?
Well, I think there's nothing you can do. It's like it doesn't matter if it goes wrong because
Well, it
you
does.
did your bit. No, it's like being a vet, isn't it?
Not really. Not really, because that's
But it is. What I mean is, you're expected to make the little kitten live.
No. There's loads of it. Because I was saying, so he says, I need a car by 5 o'clock, or I'm going to kill someone. He then makes sure that he doesn't kill anyone, but he makes sure that car doesn't come till 5:15.
But he's not bothered, is he? If
He
it's
is
15
bothered.
minutes late.
He is, because he really takes a bit. He empathises with these guys, and he says, "No, you've got to understand."
No, but the fella in the house with the gun,
Yeah.
he's not going anywhere. 15 minutes either side doesn't matter. Why is he in a rush?
I don't think Carl's getting how
Not sure he
important.
is.
how
No.
important it is.
You said
Yeah.
they make the car 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
He's getting his car. That
Yeah,
bloke's not in a rush.
He's never going to get in the car, is he? And he has to get in their head. But to do that, he says that he has to empathise with them to a certain extent. He has to understand why they're doing it, to talk to them and go,
Yeah, you've had a bad day. That would send anyone.
but he has to get their trust. Carl, try and talk me out. You think it's that easy? Right, I've got a hostage situation, right? They go, there's only one person we can ask for. Get me Carl Pilkington. The police know that you're their top man, and there's a guy in here, he's got a gun, he's got a hostage, okay? He's just done a crime. They don't know what to do, okay? Right. You turn up. What's your first question to them?
I'm talking to you.
Well, no, you got to
Right,
assess.
I'd say right. I think there's a saying. Actually, you say, "Where's brass?" Right.
Right.
I found that out. I heard that. I overheard that.
What's that?
It was something.
You're wasting time. Who's that bull cunt that's just turned up? I'm gonna fucking kill it.
Right. Where's brass?
What does it mean?
I heard it at school when they.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It means I heard someone use it on the.
Well, I don't know what the fuck it means.
It means the top person of the police who were around at the
but
moment.
that's him.
I'm the fucking top brass here. I've got.
Yeah, you're top brass.
Yeah.
You gotta talk him out of it.
You're the one that's talking. You are the man at that moment. I love Carl's approach. Just confuse the shit out of the hostage out of the person with the gun, and basically annoy him down so he just kills himself.
Yeah.
Asking ridiculous questions. It's like, what? Who is this? Like, I can't take any more of this. Have you heard about? They found a new species of ant. Like, get out of here, man.
That's genius.
It
So that's why he's LA's finest, or wherever he's living now's finest.
I couldn't imagine Carl to, like, what is it? De-escalate a situation.
No.
Like, it would just come in those, but it would work. It
Yeah.
would work because everyone's brain would stop working.
Yeah.
If they're
Yeah.
all up here on their stress level, and he's like, "Have you guys heard the new slug species?" Like, what? It would pin both, like, person holding hostage and other policemen against Carl. They would find unity. Like, shut up, just go away. Like, I will go to prison if this guy just shuts up.
Yes.
Oh man.
Oh god.
A fucking gun against this kid's head. Who the fuck are you, you bald little shithead? Where's my car?
What car?
I've asked for a car. Where's my fucking car? Am I talking to you now, am I?
Yes, you are.
Are you the negotiator?
Yeah.
Right. Get me a fucking car.
Where do you want to go?
I'm fucking sore from shouting. Throw a phone through the window so I can talk to you over the phone.
No. All right, in a minute.
Don't ever fucking say no to me.
In a minute, I said.
Okay. Right, the clock's going. Where's this fucking phone?
Listen.
I've got a
Just
sore
hang on a
throat.
minute.
Why are you putting the phone through, you dopey cunt? You want to talk to him?
Because I don't want to give you a phone straight away. You said you've got to delay him.
No, you've got to talk to them. They shouldn't even demand a phone. You should make sure you've got a phone, you dopey twat.
Give him a phone.
Right, thanks. All right, how's it going? That's better.
Right.
Right. Who are you, by the way? Who are you? Bruce.
I can't give you them details.
Well, you can, because I've got to trust you, dopey sod. Are you police, or just some fucking cunt walking by?
I'm a policeman.
Right, I don't trust policemen.
No, but I'm a bit higher than that. So listen.
Oh, don't you tell me I'm laying down the law here. I'm going to shoot someone unless I get a fast car. I've done a robbery. It's all gone wrong. You're after me now, but I want a car to the airport. I want a plane standing by.
You don't know me, but I do this a lot. Right? And I can tell you that it never works out right. Do you know anyone who's done what you're doing and is now living a happy life?
Well, I don't care. I don't care about living anyway. I don't care about living out. I don't care if this goes wrong, because I'm going to shoot the hostage.
What's your problem?
I'm just...
What's your problem?
I think you've got the wrong attitude, mate. I think you've got the wrong attitude here.
No, but this is, to be honest with you, this was my last week. I want to bring him down to my level.
Okay.
I love that. I love that.
He is the epitome of a someone who's just put in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
A job.
I love that. Like, don't tell me to calm down. Like, I just put in my 2 weeks. I'm quitting anyway after this, man. So do what you got to do. Maybe take me with you if you sold enough money, and I'll just maybe we'll just go together. Hey, F it.
Hey, any alternate strategy could work here.
Yes, 100%, man. 100%. Just fucking
right.
go.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, you know, I've done this job for a long time.
Right.
Sometimes I felt like you. I've been, you know, even though I'm on this side, you know, sometimes I feel like, oh, I've had enough of this.
Right, well, I haven't enough. But I'll tell you, I don't care about living or dying here. So if I don't get a car to the airport, all bets are off. I'm killing everyone and then myself. So you'll be a big loser. Now you've got to get him to stand near a window. You've got to take him out, because I've got a gun to someone's head. You can't burst in, right? You've got what? Come on, how do you get him to stand near a window?
Oh, I bet you're hot in there.
Keep going.
I am hot. Yeah, that's why I've just drawn the curtains and keep away from the window, because the sun's blazing in. It's not too bad away from the window.
It's the sun's gone round the back now. Just come and have a look. It's a lovely evening.
Why do you want me to stand near a window?
I think just because when you see how nice an evening it is.
Worst load of dribble ever. When you see how... Keep going, I'm interested. When you see how lovely...
No, it's that thing. I've heard that if you smile, you feel better.
So have a little smile. Think of a happy moment in your life.
I'll tell you what a happy moment in my life would be. Putting a bullet through your little round head, you cunt.
Keep thinking about that image.
Right.
And you can see that round head. Just come to the window, I'll show you the round head.
That would probably work, actually.
What? No, I'm not going to come near the window. You come near the window. You come near the
What?
window. Let me come. Are you coming near the window?
No, not yet.
Delaying it again.
Right, I'm coming near the window.
Well, I'm going to shoot you if you come near the window, you dopey prat.
Why?
I thought we were getting somewhere here.
No, I'm going to shoot you. I've conned you. I've negotiated you to come near the window, and I'm going to shoot you in the head, you prat.
I'll just leave then.
That has to be.
I'll just leave. Like,
I'll just leave. I'll just get out of here.
Thanks for your time. I'll send you an invoice. Like, what the fuck?
This is,
Oh,
it's
man.
like, who's on first?
Yeah, 100%.
But like hostage negotiation style.
There's a select few people that I would trust to just wing it in a hostage negotiation thing, and that would be Carl, because he would just irritate, annoy, bother whoever's negotiating for hostages. Like whoever has someone hostage would be like, oh my god, give me anyone else. Give me someone with some sort of ability to bring me down or get me what I need. Not this guy. And then he would move to a window, and that would be the last of him.
I mean, hell, that could be the basis of some TV show or some character that either Will Ferrell or Sacha Baron Cohen parodies and just is like the idiot in a serious situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That would be great. I mean,
yeah.
That's you want someone who can talk you down, which is definitely Carl. And like maybe a jumper situation, you definitely want Carl, because he would like, do it, see if you can fly. Maybe I've heard slugs can fly. You know, like you should probably. Evolution is a weird thing. You know, like you never know unless you try. Believe in yourself.
Believe. Oh my god.
Oh my god, man. This was awesome.
Y'all know this
always,
is 2 thumbs up. Always, yeah. This is probably one of my favorite ones.
I like
far.
this one. I like this one. This was good. This one was good. Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, y'all, there's someone around to subscribe and watch another video. Wash your hands, scrub your toes, wipe your ass, blow your nose, embrace the suck.
Unplug and do something crazy, guys.
See y'all in the next one.
Later.
Fellas, we could be that mistake. Let's do this.